3, 2, 1. So in wait for a minute here, get ourselves settled in and look good. Do they get both of our heads in here? Got those nice people in back that are trying to make the face. A little warm up going on.
So I can't show.
Never. I have two sisters, okay? Oh, that's so cool.
These girls really have like
Yeah, boys, it's like,
Young Martine running around here.
Herschel, what am I supposed to do with this? Hold it and keep it. Open it. Oh, it came back to you. Boomerang.
this blow dryer I have broke, and like it broke like a week after I got it.
See, if you're coming back, it likes you. You don't want to.
All right. Ready for action. We're on Facebook Live. We're live right now.
Oh, we are?
We're live now.
I didn't know.
All right. So I hope everybody who's out there can hear us, see us, and actually we should probably check in. Is Maggie live?
I just asked her. That's what I was texting her. She didn't get back to me.
We made that our own good. Louder, right? If you're out there and you can hear us, give us thumbs up. Let us know. I got something going on. I got to stand off.
A lot of colors out there, a lot of money.
All excited, I asked if anyone could hear us, and the thing started blinking.
Alright, it wasn't actually that
I text over there.
All right.
We'll see if I get any return so far.
Got my wife she's sitting on her computer and working. She might be able to really good feedback.
Oh, I did have
I can't kill everybody, but I can kill most of them.
Nothing back yet. Let's see what text coming through. All right.
So we'll start, get everything rolling.
Start.
And then if we need to I've done this before. We'll get everything rolling. I'd like to welcome everybody to our second live broadcast from the series. And what we're doing this week is, last week was Vermentino. This week we're featuring Grenache, or Grenacha, depending where you're from. Originally, the grape came from Spain, in the Aragon region.
Yes, Aragon region. Right.
And obviously migrated to France a little bit. The French made it very popular in Châteauneuf-du-Pape and the Côte d'Aron. And then it's been spread all over the world. So I'd like to welcome the winos, the wine lovers, and the curious to the second live tasting for AGGC. And I'm Tom Bassam, One Grape Guy, and this is my host today and friends, Craig Zabransky. I'm going to give you a little clip on Craig here. We've worked together in the past. Some of you have seen us on my Advent wine calendar. We've been there at least twice, right?
I remember one really good one. You know, I don't. It blends. It blends. It blends. Yeah, I don't know.
I think we might have been doing two together.
I think so. I think you're right.
And then your wine series, luxurious. Where is it? Stay Luxurious.
Yes, stayluxurious.com. I mean, I do wine tastings, virtual tastings. People ask me, how can you do that? You do it where you are, something like this, and we'll do it and we'll talk. It's a little different than this format, but after a while, we actually took people to Spain. So I really love the Spanish grape on Stay Luxurious. We're going back for our second trip this coming year in September. So if you want to taste in person, you love Spanish wines, this is the Spanish grape. We'll definitely have it over there.
Definitely. We'll do that. When you did, I think you're doing Bordeaux, when I said it with you, when you're doing one of your online.
Yeah, when I do one of my lines, I mean, a lot of times I do it by destination. It's really a curiosity to learn from regions. So I did France. Yes, and we had Bordeaux for sure. I mean, how can you not? We were in France. We actually had a Châteauneuf-du-Pape as well on that tasting as well. I still have one in my wine cellar, call it that, here in the Keys, that I haven't opened yet. You know, it's like a special little thing, a little key on it and everything. I haven't unlocked that one yet.
Yeah, there are no cellars. For those of you who know, we live on a rock. We live on an island, which is a rock. And God bless, we can't have cellars down here. So, anyways, oh, gotta be louder. All right. I know we've got a lot of background noise. We're getting a little bit of feedback from everybody. We're talking as loud as we can. And I hope you can hear everything that we're saying. We're going to try to project louder. It is quite loud here. We are at the dive bar at Mangrove Marina tonight. And these guys are fantastic. There's bites on the bay here. It's a local place here in the Keys in Tavernier, Florida. And they do an amazing job with food, comfort food, fun. We're going to actually try some of the food with the wine here in a little bit. And we'll talk a little bit more about the grapes and everything else here in a few minutes. What else did I miss? Oh, Craig, back to our introduction, also does Portuguese food tours,
yes,
which is amazing. I'll let you talk a little bit more about that.
Sure. Should I read my intro? No, but I've been doing the food tours down here. So basically, as a traveler, I've been to 60 countries, all 50 states. I'm really gaining an appreciation for the world. But I love to look at it through the lens of culinary. So food, I mean, when you go to dive bars or dive places and taste the local cuisine, to even the fancier restaurants, some of the top-notch places where you want to go. I mean, you really get the culture through the cuisine. You also get the cultures through the wines, too, as part of this cuisine umbrella. So I love it, and I started a Florida Keys food tour. I started as a guide, and now that I own the company, we've been doing it for it's going on 9 years that I've been working down here. We go to the best, you know, we curate the best tastes from the restaurants that we visit, which we think are the best ones. We put them on our tour, and we really have a great time. Sunset, daytime, golf carts walking. I mean, you want to have a good time culinary-wise? Florida Keys Food Tour, flkeysfoodtour.com. That's the website.
And we have, I'm a co-owner of a restaurant called Meat Eatery and Tap Room, which was on the Food Network, Diners, Drive-Ins, and Dives. And we've been on the tour now for at least 5-6 years.
Yeah, you guys have been on the tour, and it's a great stop. Everyone loves to stop here. I mean, we love it there. I mean, best burgers in Florida, as well as, I mean, they got great wings. I mean, the stuff that was on Guy Fieri's show is not even their burger. That's how good the place is. They always got great specials.
Yes,
Well, I love to go to the great locals place here in Alvarado. Absolutely.
So, anyways, enough about us right now. Like I said, Craig, he's a friend of mine, and he's also like a food blogger. You know, traveled through the 50 states, 60 countries. Very, very impressive resume. I've been a sommelier for 30 years. You know, they locked me in a corner. And
30 years?
Yeah, God. Yeah. When I started when I was 6. And,
I'm impressed. I was like, man.
So, yeah, it's up 2029. I don't even know how many years. But so it's been closing on that. But anyway, so we're here to do week 2 with Grenache. And first thing we're going to do, we're going to pour it. We have a wine from, it's called Tres Picos from Borsal. Borsal is one of my favorite producers of Grenache. We've had, I think you've been over a couple of our events at the house where we've had many of their different wines.
Yes.
They're one of the largest, I think they're one of the largest wine producers, or one of the largest Grenache producers in Spain. They are mostly Grenache. They still have a little bit of Tempranillo and Syrah, I think a little Cab.
I think, I read Cabernet
Sauvignon.
as well. It's always surprising me.
And
Spain. Yeah, big guys.
well, now everybody's, you know, Cabernet is the grape, and especially if you're in a warm climate, it works really well there. So we're going to try this. Tres Picos has been one of my favorite wines. I've had it at several of the restaurants I've either worked at, consulted with, owned, etc. And this is one of my go back to wineries consistently. And we're going to do a little quick.
Hopefully you're pouring your glass too, right?
Yeah, so I always recommend when we start the week, for those of you who are just checking in, when we start the week on Monday, we give you the grape that we're going to be showcasing. And on Wednesday, Thursday, later in the week, last week, our shipment got delayed, so we didn't do it until Friday or Saturday. But we're going to be doing it every Wednesday or Thursday, right around this time, 5:30 or so. And turning you on to some fun wines. Right now, it's focused on springtime. And we don't want to get big, full Cabernet, Syrah, Malbec. We want something with a little bit lighter consistency. But if you look at the color of this, I mean, it's got a good color for being a more medium-bodied wine.
It is very dark purple. I mean, you can't really see through this one.
And we are, sitting outside again, as you can tell. So stuff starts flowing around.
Yeah, beautiful Florida sunshine.
A little like black cherry, which usually you get cherry. You get a little cherry, black cherry, sometimes black raspberry notes from Grenache. A little bit of herb spice notes.
Herb spice notes. I mean the red berries are typical for this grape, right?
Now, when you look at the ones from France, the wine tends to be a little bit more garnet in color, a little bit lighter, pinkish. The ones from Spain, this one especially has got a little bit darker color. If you go to Priorat in Spain, Priorat is known for very dense, dark Grenache. A great story about Priorat. Back in the late 90s, they were releasing their wines onto the world stage. And they were pricing their wines way up here, above Rioja. And a lot of the wine critics and the wine world in general were saying, you guys are crazy. Rioja doesn't charge that much for their wines. They've been making Tempranillo for centuries. Now you guys are coming in with Grenacha, not really even putting it out in the world market, and you're charging more than Rioja. Robert Parker and a couple other critics came out with that first vintage and were rating all the wines 90, 92, 94 ratings, and it just solidified them as a major producer of a great grape that wasn't recognized by the rest of the world as coming from, everybody thought before that, Grenache from the Rhone. Now they've really put themselves on the map in Spain, even though it's where it originated.
Right.
So it's just really a really fascinating, fun story to tell. And like
It's not shot.
and it's even more purple than this.
Yeah, this is pretty purple. It looks like a dark
is pretty
egg.
dark. This, I mean, if I, obviously we're wine tasting, but you look at it and think,
You got your white shirt.
I don't have my white shirt today. I tried to put on my white pants, but my white shirt wasn't working.
Like a cherry liquor. It's not over tannic. I mean, the tannins are soft.
You get a little bit of clove spice.
There is a little spice, yeah.
So I think I got clove on the palate when I aerate it out.
Yeah, I mean, there's a spice to it. It's,
Generally, you can taste. I mean, a lot of times.
the color works. But we're in spring. It works in spring because it's not heavy. Right? It's not like it's not like, it doesn't leave that tannic dryness in your mouth and afterwards. I mean, I think you can drink.
No, the tannins are very, very neat.
Yeah, you don't need food with this necessarily like you would with a Tempranillo. You don't need as much food. Although we're going to taste it.
We are going to take some food here in a minute. So, tannins, acidity, we talked through most of this. Now, if anybody's tasting along, you did bring your Grenacha, you got a bottle of it, and you're tasting it. Shoot us some notes, let us know what you're thinking on yours, what you're drinking, where it's from. Obviously, we're doing one from Spain, but there's great Grenache from California. There's great Grenache from Australia. I mean, there's so many places that are producing it.
I've had a bunch in California with Paso Robles. A lot of times it's in the GSM blend or it's in your blends, but sometimes they would do like 100% Grenache too. They would go outside and into it. So I've been able to drink this. It's done in the States. I've seen brands. I've even had this as a rosé.
Oh yeah,
Grenache
rosés can be exceptional, and I really enjoy them. So we're gonna bring out a little bit of food here to try with this. And the one thing that's great about Grenache,
Finished. I gotta hold on.
I know we got more. Our friend Martine here is helping us out. He's going to set our food up for us here right in the front. Yep, drop it right there for us. Thank you, my friend. Thank you.
Napkins would be great. It looks like we're gonna need them.
It does look like we're going to need them. Now these guys do an amazing job. Like I said, we're here at Bites on the Bay at Mangrove Marina. These guys started. Mangrove Marina is basically a little dive. It's called dive bar and a food truck. And let's stick them right underneath the corner there, so they don't go all over
Boys, thank you. Thanks for having me.
If I'm not mistaken, both these places were nominated as like best of the Evergreens.
did.
Dive Bar, the bartender back there, the best food truck here. I mean, it's a great place. It's having here to stop in.
Yes, and these guys are very new. Started last summer. They're almost a year old. Just coming up on a year old. And they immediately struck a chord with the locals, the local scene, and really...
Yeah, I mean, you can hear the locals, right?
Exactly. We were expecting it to be a little bit quieter today, and they have a packed house here. So we're pretty we're excited about that. We're happy about that. We decided to try with the Grenache because a lot of the Spanish wines work really well with Spanish tapas. And since we're not in a Spanish restaurant today, we're going with some of the food that would be similar to what, or similar in style to what we would...
a similar flavor profile.
There you go.
Similar flavor profile. Something we can match this with.
Exactly.
So at least give it our best shot here and talk about what we discovered.
All right, so we're going to jump in here. Let's start. I think we start with this.
Yeah, sure.
So we're going to start with the blackened shrimp tacos, and the blackening seasoning is can be challenging with a lot of wines. A lot of seafood dishes that use blackening they blow all the white wines out of the water. The only white wine that I've seen that you can really enjoy that'll hold up would be like a New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc, because it's really racy, it's got good acidity, it's got the grassiness, it's just a really bold wine. And we'll actually be doing that later in the summer series. I'm going to do that right around Cinco de Mayo.
Oh, wow.
So I figured
you have your tacos.
You have your tacos and your New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc. Not like that be something most people expect to be drinking, but most people are drinking tequila with their tacos anyway.
It's probably not the...
So if tequila damaged you at some point in your life and you don't drink it anymore on Cinco de Mayo, you have a fallback with with New Zealand Sauvignon Blanc. But we're gonna go right now and go to the taco plate here. Ready?
No one even got it.
It's gonna happen. Looks like it's gonna
No, that was the second time. The first time was the wall.
Definitely got a lot in there in that bite. Too much. I like to leave a little, like what's left over, and then take the next one.
What I love about food and wine pairings is you take a red wine, people are like, oh, you're not supposed to have red wine with seafood or with fish. But you look at Riojas in Spain, and they go with paella. You know what? They go with a lot of the tapas, the seafood, because it's all about the tannins and the oils in the fish. If the tannins are softer, they don't excite the oils in the fish, and vice versa. I mean, if you're going with a big Cabernet's going to taste bitter, and the fish is going to taste oily. But if you're going with wines that are a bit lighter and smoother, like Grenache or Cinsault, Carignan, wines like that, or Carigna, as they call it in Pinot Noirs, Barberas, stuff like that.
Here's the red salad.
So good. And this one,
It's got all the breads on the list.
but this also makes the wine taste different. I'm getting more of the tart fruit in the wine. The cherry notes get I think it's more cherry and more bitter cherry.
Trying to make too much too fast. First time.
I start yapping, I forget I'm supposed to be drinking the taste of wine. So,
Seriously, I might take the lettuce off. I feel like the lettuce brings an extra modern taste. I want more of it. I guess I'm thinking Spanish dumplings. I want more of just the shrimps, tomatoes, and the black spice. It's dominant.
where to go to the pastrami monster?
No, but it's good. It's good. I mean, I feel like I see what you're saying with the fruit changing a little bit, but of course it's going to change. Regardless of what you like.
When you're tasting food and wine, the wine is going to change when you take a bite of the food because the textures, the flavors, everything in it is going to change your experience.
And just because I have that little block around my mouth, inside, like the finish is just, you know, I don't notice as much. It's more of a softer, like,
It really kind of drops off a little bit. You know what I mean? As far as like the food is as long as it was before, it kind of melts.
right, I only feel the black hours. I feel the shorter finish. Okay.
Exactly. Are you ready for put that aside? Because we're definitely going to come back to that. Look at this thing. Look at this monster.
Yeah, I didn't realize it was going to be so big. I'm afraid to pick this up, but I mean, I'm not really afraid. I'm going to do it. Yeah. We're going to get it done.
If anybody out there makes bibs for the next show, if you want to send us some bibs, because this is...
You need a bib sponsor.
Yeah, exactly. Bib sponsors. Anybody who makes bibs and you want to sponsor the show, we're
Definitely going to lose some.
aggc.info. Send me, go to the website, go to office@aggc.info, and send me an email. All right, let's see. Let's do it.
I want to make sure it was heated up. Which it is. It's warm sandwich. Toasted. Right here. It's hot. Cheese.
When you talk about, for me, when you talk about wine and food that complement each other, I think this is almost exactly it because the flavors just meld together. When you have food that is very different in acidity and fat and everything else, you notice the wine more and you notice the food more. And then there's other combinations like with lobster and buttery chardonnay. Those you eat them together and they all kind of melt, the flavors melt together. This pastrami and this Grenache meld together.
Well, yeah, it's a very complimentary wine, right? Like the butter and this buttery chardonnay. I agree. It's a very complimentary approach to food. I mean, you could go into one of the contrasting, which either makes it better or worse, right? Because of different textures. Like sometimes you'll have like a good white wine with the goat cheese last bite through it. Like, oh my god, it's amazing. And then other times you're like, have cheese with the wine, and you're like, oh my god, never putting those two together, right? But yeah,
We've all done that.
yeah, we're in this complimentary phase. I mean, more pepper in here probably would even work better with this.
Yeah.
Like a peppery.
Well, because it takes the herbs, spicy notes of the wine, and it just kind of, they neutralize it. And then you get the fruit flavor of the wine, and you get the flavor of the meat.
I feel, in the finish now, I feel it's more fruity. I still put those things in my mouth. I feel fruit loaded with my taste. I didn't even know they had pastrami here. It's a good thing. I mean, as a New Yorkers here, both New Yorkers, it's good to know where pastrami is.
I'll get a drink then. We get some drinks up there. I'm not ready yet.
I think it's
Might have a beer.
That's awesome. And while we're feeding our faces and enjoying this, just so everybody knows out there, if you're drinking Grenache, if you come in on a Monday and see what we're doing, until next Monday, if you post anything on our Facebook or tag us with a picture of yourself drinking the wine of the week, tasting it, pairing it, maybe it's a food and wine pairing that you created, with a little blurb on it. We put
Take a photo, Tom.
yeah, exactly. Take a photo of it, put it on there. We're going to give away one of our wine classes from atgc.info every week. And just get everybody excited about it. I mean, we're doing a lot of things. What we're doing is twofold. One, we're working with people in the industry, whether you're a server, bartender, who sell wine at a wine shop or a liquor store, or you're a distributor and you go out and sell wine and beer to restaurants and bars. Or you're just a big wine enthusiast and you're excited about beer and wine. That's what we're doing. We're giving you the education of years and years in the industry. And, you know, I grew up doing this. I've been in it since before my beard went gray. And basically, so,
No, because it's a lighter beer. If I would grow it in a lot further. I have a couple more years to catch up.
but we're having fun, and we just want everybody to have fun with us, and just lead you along and give you the experience that we've had for the last 8 years, and just enjoy it. Like I said, we've got atgc.info. I highly recommend the Wine and Beer Foundation class. We've made it very reasonable to go in, purchase the class, and take it. It is a requirement. It's what my employees have taken for 25 years. 25 years since I was 7. And it gives them the foundation to be able to learn and experience things. It was what I was taught. I was trained under 2 master sommeliers, and it's what it's all about. I mean, it's just being able to be comfortable, to have the basic knowledge, to be able to understand it more and more. When you start talking about tannins and malolactic fermentation and all sort of stuff that you hear in wine terms, we want to make it relatable to what your experience is. And if you take the course, it's easy, it's quick, it's about an hour of your time, and then you get in and do some more fun stuff with us. And then obviously we're bringing in great people like Craig to you know.
No, and this has been great. I know we did some of the tastings on your advent calendar, but this is a great concept. It's a great thing moving forward. I mean, I've taken an early one of those courses, so I got to learn stuff about it. I'm one of those wine enthusiasts, wine lovers, working my way towards my own wine education and getting more around just understanding it. So I was very excited today because it was a grape from Spain, where I personally love the wines. And I'm going to always say yes to drinking a Spanish wine. White, red, doesn't matter. I mean, it's and I think that's how you go about it. But I realized at one point when I started doing the own stuff, it's like I want to learn more about grapes that I don't know about. And I think the grape style is a great way to do it. You get like understanding grapes, and when you start to see them all mixed, you kind of start to understand why, and you just get a deeper appreciation and understanding. And to be honest, the more I dove into learning more about wine, the more I realized how big this pool is. You know, how much wine there is out there, and how much there is to learn. And then, you know, it's just know what you know, and this is a fun way to learn, let's face it. Right? I mean, we're having a glass of wine, we're talking, we're understanding history, culture, so much about like these destinations where these grapes are grown, where they come about, how the whole world of wine has changed. You know, the wine's changed, the world's changed because of wine, I guess, too. So it's been, I'm really appreciative to be on here, you know,
And we have fun. We sit down and do this every day.
no, we do. I mean, we do drink wine. We're not always in front of the camera.
Right.
Sometimes we're like, man, that was brilliant what you just said. Maybe we should have been. But we found some brilliance today.
No, and that's what it's all about. Next week we'll be doing steam, which that's what they call Chenin Blanc in South Africa. So we'll be showcasing that grape from that region.
It's funny. I didn't know if you were letting that out today or not. Like I thought you might be teasing.
Well, yeah, I'm going to tease everybody about that because I mean, Chenin Blanc is another. It's a medium body, and if you take the course, you'll learn how I think about, how I explain wines to people, how I get people to know what they like, and it's something that I was taught, and it's just something that gives you, once you find what you like, there's no such thing as a bad wine. You know, people are like, oh, what about this wine? What about that wine? You know what? It doesn't matter if you like a light-bodied wine or a full-bodied wine or a wine that has a lot of oak in it or a wine that doesn't have any oak in it. It's what you like, and it doesn't have to be $50 a bottle to be great. You know, I mean, one of the things I used to do was find, with my wine features, wines under $20 that are kick-ass that you could drink every day. And, I have a glass of wine every day or so, something like that.
I'm on a streak myself. It's been quite a few days in a row with a glass of wine. I mean, I can't count. And Chenin Blanc from South Africa. I mean, I've been to South Africa. I've tasted wines on wineries there. I mean, it is a place. It is the grape. I mean, that, and then, of course, Pinotage. But, I mean, Chenin Blanc is what you go there for if you're a wine drinker. It was brilliant. And it definitely, you can find some great wines. Maybe not so much anymore, but when I first started using it, for under $20.
I think you can still find those for under 20, and Pinotage is something we'll be talking about later in the summer, early in the fall.
Okay, fall.
So that'll be a fun one too. I think it's at the end of my summer.
So you selected spring grapes to be drinking in the spring. Yeah, medium bodied as we're getting warmer, but we're not so.
And work with the food. A lot of these will work with the food that we're getting. We're getting out of the winter foods, the heavy foods, into something a little bit lighter. Like Grenache. I mean, Grenache will work with lamb. You're having lamb for Easter. There you go. Get a great Grenache. It'll work well with it.
And roasted pork too, probably.
Roasted pork. A lot of things that are coming into both. Lamb's a big one. Ham is the other big one. Ham, this would be great with ham.
I mean, not for myself.
So I think we're just about wrapping it up here. Do I have anything else on my notes? Let me see what else. I think we talked about everything. What else is coming up? Like I said, next week we'll be doing steam.
If you love this video, give a like.
Yeah, give us a like, follow us, tell it to a friend. And,
a lot of comments.
And then next week, look on Monday, either on Facebook, Instagram. We're trying to get into TikTok. I don't know how TikTok is.
I have TikTok on Florida East Food Tour now. I'm not going to say I know how it works, but I've been posting a little bit.
No, we'll be getting.
There's a lot of AI to like say videos up or like help. Just put things together.
So yeah, we'll be working on that. So we'll get that on there also. Follow us, like us, check us out. Go to aggc.info, not .com. AGGC, a great guy.
I don't know. I mean, I had to ask too.
And yeah, come check us out, and we'll see everybody next week.
Cheers.
Just coming down to my eye.